My dad kicked me out 2 years ago in favor of his girlfriend who bullied me in high school. My mom passed away when I was only 1. It's been me and my dad ever since. As you can guess, my dad and I were very close. When I was a sophomore in high school, my dad got a part-time job as a gym teacher at my school. I supported him when he asked if I would be comfortable with it. It was extremely uncomfortable when girls would make comments on my dad's appearance. It also gave ammo to Brittany, who bullied me in high school. She would make inappropriate comments about him towards me. Brittany was a year ahead of me, so I thought I was finally rid of her after she graduated. I was wrong. When I became a senior, my dad started going out very often. Initially, I was happy for him because I wanted him to find someone nice. However, it came to a point where we barely got any time together. To be frank, I thought he was avoiding me. This was because whenever I tried to make plans with him, he had already made plans before. I sort of kept it to myself because I didn't want to come off needy. I didn't complain when he missed my birthday because he was out all night. When he tried to apologize the next day, I told him it was okay. After 6 months of this behavior, I decided to take action. I asked my dad if we could have dinner together, just the two of us. He said he was too busy. I got fed up and told him to stop ignoring me. He said that he wasn't ignoring me but that he had a life to live. That really hurt me a lot. Out of anger, I started to ignore him for a few days. After those days passed, he finally apologized to me. However, he said he needed to talk to me about something important. He wanted to introduce me to his girlfriend at dinner. He didn't sound excited about it. It sounds like he almost dreaded it. When the door rang, my dad opened it up and introduced the girl to me. I was in extreme shock. It was Brittany. I screamed at my dad, asking him what she was doing here. Brittany came forward to acknowledge that this situation was uncomfortable, but she's sorry for how she treated me in school and that she really cares about my dad. My dad asked us to sit and let him explain how this all happened. I remember screaming, "I don't give a damn about your explanation. You tossed me aside for this piece of crap. You're a pathetic excuse of a father." My dad then defended her and said, "Don't you dare call her that." He then said he tried to accommodate everyone in this tough situation by keeping the relationship away from me. He then said, "Like it or not, Brittany is here to stay. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to leave." I packed my bags right there and then. I called my grandpa and told him about the whole situation. He drove to my house and confronted my dad. After a shouting match between them, I left with my grandpa. My dad tried calling me several weeks after, but I blocked him. He tried to visit me, but I called the cops on him. After that, he sort of gave up. It had been 2 years since I'd heard from my dad. Then I got a call from him yesterday. He said it's urgent and we needed to meet up. I didn't know if I should go, but curiosity got the best of me. There was also a burning desire to unload on him. I finally texted back my dad this morning asking where we should meet. He said we could meet for lunch at the restaurant at 12 p.m. I didn't have any class today, so I was good to go. When I arrived at the restaurant, I heard some man scream my name. It was my dad, who I haven't seen for 2 years. He asked how I was and said he would hug me, but he knew I would reject it. His voice was shaking when he asked me to follow him to his table. Unsurprisingly, Brittany was sitting there. She didn't even look me in the eye as we sat down. She just nodded her head as if to simply acknowledge my arrival. As my dad sat down, he started shooting out multiple questions. "What you've been up to? Are you in school? How's it going?" I got annoyed and told him, "Stop wasting my time with these questions. What do you want from me?" He responded, "Well, before we tell you, can we explain how all of this happened?" I said, "Sure."